Hey guys, I'm here in Fayetteville at Beyond the Vision Fashion Show. I was waiting for Nick or somebody to ask me to go up on the stage, but I guess not. So I was here and I was talking to Nick, of course, about the 2022 election. And I spoke for a few minutes. I talked about several candidates. I talked about Sherry Beasley. I talked about Carolyn Thompson. I talked about the North Carolina Senate.
Ted Bud.
And Ted Bud.
Yeah.
Well, we're not supposed to say that, but
Hey.
no, but
Right.
but I was talking to Nick, and I said, Nick, what do you think about this election? And what did you say?
Yeah, so my first thing, I actually wanted to make sure that she knew, first and foremost, anything dealing with politics, like I'm usually like super dissociated. As soon as I hear it, I'm like, all right, but no, I think, remind me of her name. Kelly here, man, I just met her and she did a really good job of first, like just putting me in the mode of like just having a listening ear, even with something that I normally would completely be tuned out of. So I found out some really good information. I feel like I'm positioned with a little bit more information than I definitely was before. So like I said, I'm all about the info, all about giving that to the people. And so I'm glad to be able to make a decision based on a different position that I can hold. So always do your research, get tapped in, but definitely did a really good job, Kelly. So I appreciate you bringing that information.
What stood out the most to you, or what candidate, or anything? What?
I think not only talking about one side, right, but also like going a little bit more into that, because you see the ads all the time, right? They're force fed to you, like at school, it's marketing, we get it. But when you really have someone like there in person, and it's like a genuine connection between something you've already seen, some information that was probably on an ad, and like, okay, here's what's really going on, like in the real world, on the other side of that as well. Like, I think that was a good comparison. The person I just mentioned, when you were explaining the position that they hold outside of politics, but more so in business, I think, and especially it's very popular in the South, a lot of business gets mixed with politics, and a lot of people don't see that on the back end. I'm a real estate investor, so I see a lot of the intricate relationships that are built that will give an advantage to one person or a group of people over another. And so I really like being able to see those connections in real life when it comes to like something else like politics, business, right? Of course, there's going to be connections there. There's going to be a bias somewhere. And so being able to identify that, it takes the right information, right? So I genuinely appreciate that.
Right. So understanding that Ted Bud owns a gun factory is the point that he was trying to get to, right? But I like it. You were smooth. You were smooth.
Hey.
So smooth until I think he's going to let me up on that stage to be one of those fashion models. Never hurts to ask, right? So Nick, are you ready to vote? You think you're going to vote this election?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. Are you going to take a couple of friends? Because we need.
That was good too. I like that. I like that approach. So not only committing to vote for yourself, but also look, like, bring a few people along, right? If it's important to you, it should be important to those around you. So your network is your net worth. Keep like-mindedness around you and influence others, because it's easy to make a decision to do nothing, right? So that's the biggest part.
Oh, I like that. It's easy to make a decision to do nothing.
Because that is a decision, and that's the reality of it. You can decide to do nothing at all. Here's what that might look like, right?
Right.
But most people just don't think about it, so they make that decision not knowing the consequences, and so that's where it is.
Nick is fire. So Nick, I want to ask you a question.
Right.
We've been talking politics.
A little bit.
You are fired up and ready to
Oh, there we go.
I love it. All right, guys, let's vote. Let's do it.